It's definitely just opportunity and I guess family as well. So right now, like especially in the tech industry, the UK and the US is
Oh,
booming.
so you're in tech.
Yeah, work in tech.
Nice,
Yeah,
nice.
so
So this is an intelligent Black woman who's a single, well, I don't know if you're single, but solo traveler.
uh-huh.
All right. So do you get like misconceptions that you may be involved in like the darker activities because you're traveling to
Not
Africa
the dark
alone?
side. Oh my god.
You know what I
Do
mean?
you know what? Like, I think every time I travel to the US now, they like triple check me, and I think it's because I come to Ghana frequently. But
Yeah.
no, I don't think so. Do you know what? I feel like maybe people here they wonder, oh, how is she able
How
to
is she able
travel
to? Yeah.
so many times? Like, is she not being sponsored by a guy? Like, what's happening? Like, no,
No,
you
exactly.
pay for what you like.
Yeah, and I've
Yes.
met women in tech, and they are very independent. They don't need to do
100%.
any of those
No,
secular activities.
no selling yash, no selling front.
So, when was your first trip to Ghana?
Oh, so my first ever trip was with my family back in 2015. It was an interesting trip. So I came over the summer, and I think I spent about 6 weeks here. And yeah,
Did you love it?
I hated it with a passion. I was like,
Why?
I will never come into Ghana again because it's boring. Like my family, just literally, we just went to church 24. Not saying church is boring, but like went to church 24/7. I tell you, Monday church, Tuesday church, like literally. If not church, I saw my house. If not my house, I saw church. And literally, I only went out one time. And I think my cousins, they took me. We went to Purple back then, and took me to a place called Carbon, which is shut down now. So yeah, I had a good time that one night, and then I was like, "Yep,
I'm ready to go."
I had no network.
Right,
Do you know the positions I had to be in to even send one text message because of my network issues?
Oh my god!
I was like, I can't do this.
Because you're in Kumasi, you said.
Yeah, I was in Accra for like
okay.
Yeah, for I think 4 weeks, and in Kumasi for 2 weeks. Yeah.
Oh my gosh! So, what has changed since that first visit and now? Because now you seem to really be enjoying yourself. She extended her trip 2 weeks. We ain't even been able to hang out yet, y'all. We've been missing each other left and right. It's like, girl, where are you? I'm here. Okay, well maybe I'll make it there. 12 o'clock. We're there at another place. Okay, next time. So, what is it that's changed from that first trip to now?
Ooh. So a lot's changed. I think.
Hi you guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Lala's Journey, and today I have with me Afia, who is originally from Holland, but she is Ghanaian and now she's visiting Ghana for a short period. So I'll have her introduce herself a little bit more.
Hi, so I'm Afia. So I work as a cybersecurity analyst, and part-time I do YouTube. So my handle is at Afia Morena.
Okay, nice. So how long are you here in Ghana, and how frequently do you visit the country?
Okay, so this trip I'm here for roughly a month. So I come to Ghana quite often. I'm usually here about like 2 or 3 times a year.
So what is it that brings you back to Ghana every year?
I've honestly adopted it as my second home. So whenever I need some peace, I'm just gonna hop onto a flight, go straight to my second home.
So I met her in the nightlife scene at Cello, actually, and it was a quite nice, setup, good music, and we just happen to gravitate to one another. Could you tell him, like, what is your tribe?
Okay, so I'm Ashanti. So my dad is half Mali, half Ghanaian. My mom's full Ghanaian, but both are from the Ashanti tribe.
I think that's why we connected, because I'm Jamaican, and they say, Jamaicans come from the Ashanti tribe.
Yeah.
So what are some traits that you think align with the Ashanti tribe? Even though you didn't grow up here,
some traits.
Do you have certain characteristics that Ashanti women are known to have?
Oh, definitely. We're headstrong. Like, we know ourselves as people. We're one headstrong. We think we're great. And 3, we make the best food ever.
Yes.
The best food.
Ooh, nice. So what are some common foods in the Ashanti tribe?
Fufu. Yeah, you got your fufu, your nkatikwine, your benkwine. 100%. Fufu is like our number one.
Nice. Okay, so it's Ashantis who make the fufu. Nice. I like that's actually my favorite Ghanaian food.
Really?
And then wache and any rice and stew.
Oh, I love
Yeah,
wache.
I love wache. It's like rice and peas in Jamaica.
Basically.
Yeah.
It is.
Yeah, because my nanny, I went to a Jamaican store and she was like, I seen wache in the fridge. Can I give it to Kari? And I was like, that's rice and peas, but yeah, go ahead.
Oh my God.
But it's literally the same thing. We just have different names for it.
Exactly.
Yeah. So all right. So what is it that you see in your future? Do you see yourself living in the UK or eventually permanently relocating to Ghana?
So I definitely see myself living in Ghana in the future. I think by the time I moved to Ghana, I would have had everything set up in terms of like my investments, my place in Accra, because I only have a property in Kumasi. So yeah, I think definitely maybe in the next 10 years or so, I definitely see myself living like half the year here and half the year abroad.
Nice. So is it only opportunity that's keeping you in the UK, or are there other reasons where you feel comfortable there?
Yeah, so it's definitely just opportunity, and I guess family as well. So right now, like especially in the tech industry, the UK and the US is booming.
Also, you're in tech.
Yeah, work in tech. Yeah,
nice. So this is an intelligent Black woman who's a single, well, I don't know if you're single, but solo traveler. All right. So do you get like misconceptions that you may be involved in like the darker activities because you're traveling to Africa
alone? Dark side. Oh my God.
You know what I mean.
Do you know what? Like, I think every time I travel to the US now, they like triple check me, and I think it's because I come to Ghana frequently. But no, I don't think so. Do you know what? I feel like maybe people here, they wonder, oh, how is she able to travel so many times? Like, is she not being sponsored by a guy? Like, what's happening? Like,
no, exactly.
You pay for what you like.
Yeah, and I've met women in tech, and they are very independent. They don't 100%. Need to do any of those secular activities.
No selling yash, no selling front.
So, when was your first trip to Ghana?
Oh, so my first ever trip was with my family back in 2015. It was an interesting trip. So I came over the summer, and I think I spent about 6 weeks here. And yeah, I
did you love it?
I hated it with a passion. I was like, I'm never coming to Ghana again because it's boring. Like my family we just went to church 24. Not saying church is boring, but like went to church 24/7. I tell you, Monday church, Tuesday church, like literally. If not church, I saw my house. If not my house, I saw church.
Exactly.
And literally, I only went out one time. And I think my cousins, we went to Purple back then, and took me to a place called Carbon, which is shut down now. So yeah, I had a good time that one night, and then I was like, yep,
I'm ready to go.
I had no network.
Right.
Do you know the positions I had to be in to even send one text message because of my network issues?
Oh my God.
I was like, I can't do this.
Because you're in Kumasi, you said?
Yeah, I was in Accra for like, for I think 4 weeks, and in Kumasi for 2 weeks. Yeah.
Oh my gosh. So what has changed since that first visit and now? Because now you seem to really be enjoying yourself. She extended her trip 2 weeks. We ain't even been able to hang out yet, y'all. We've been missing each other left and right. It's like, girl, where are you? I'm here. Okay, well maybe I'll make it there. 12 o'clock, we're there at another place. Okay, next time. So what is it that's changed from that first trip to now?
Ooh. So a lot's changed. I think like coming here with my friends and meeting other people, like meeting friends.
Ooh, sorry. I know you felt it.
I know. I was like, how am I gonna do it? But definitely coming here with my friends and like meeting other people that live in Ghana has helped me a lot, because they showed me like a different side to Ghana, how Ghana can be fun. Like it's kind of like the same fun that you guys are experiencing. I think because like I've pretty much like done everything. Like now, whenever I come to Ghana, I more so just chill. I use it to just relax and zen before I have to go back to like my work life. But yeah, I think definitely like just being amongst my peers, it literally helped me change.
Nice. So what do you like about Ghana the most?
I love the food, guys. I'm such a big foodie. Listen, trying out new restaurants in Ghana, that's my thing. Like every time I come
Nani's
here,
restaurant?
Every single new restaurant I'm going to try.
Now they gotta sponsor me.
Listen. I'm telling you, like every time I got like I got a whole list of foods I need to eat, so I'll just be ticking it off,
To try there. Yes. Yeah. So what do you like the least about Ghana? Like what do you dislike about the country?
I think the infrastructure is one. You know, like some places have like water, electricity issues, Wi-Fi issues. So like as somebody that works in tech, like I can't function because like the day that the electricity is shut off, like for example when I stayed here for like 4 or 5 months, there'll be times in meetings where the electricity was shut off.
Oh my God.
And then I'll be like, oh my God. I told them working from Ghana would not be a problem.
Right. I almost lost my job during that time. I think it was in March.
Exactly. I'm just
like the whole internet shut down.
No way.
So yeah, that was like a definite problem. But I think it's leveled out a little bit recently.
Yeah, it has. Like I experienced connection issues like this in Kumasi. Yeah. For example, I was in a meeting like I think on Friday. It cut out twice. After the second time, I was like, it's okay. It's not meant to be gone. But
so you're involved in tech. So are there tech opportunities in the tech field here in Ghana, or do you feel like you have to be in UK to make a better living for yourself?
I think I haven't explored the tech opportunities here. Like I went to a mixer last week, so I met some people that were working in tech, but they work for like multinational companies, and they have the opportunities to like travel and stuff like that. So it's not like they're working for Ghanaian businesses and just like based here. So I haven't been able to like network with tech companies in Ghana, so far. But I do think it's up and coming. You know, AI is a big thing. It's taken over globally. So I definitely do think like there's going to be massive investments into tech, especially in Ghana. But yeah, I would love to see it. I would love to see it. Like
I would love to see that too. So what other opportunities do you see that's here in Ghana besides that field, of course?
I think definitely Ghana could use some competition. For example, like in the nightlife, there should be definitely more clubs. Definitely more clubs. Now that Bloom
Why would you say that? Why do you say that?
Because I feel like there's just literally like one club that has a monopoly of everything right now. So there's definitely more room for competition because there's plenty of people that come in December. So there's plenty of space.
Yeah, so you feel like everything is sort of like similar in a way?
Yes, it's similar. And I feel like there's more types of spots that need to open up in terms of like activity-based spots as opposed to like just getting like food and drink, which is nice. Everybody loves to eat, everybody loves to drink. But we want to try different things in Ghana, you know.
Exactly.
And I think like Airbnbs are ever so popular. Salons, like they would never go extinct. Like the women here love
beauty.
They love their beauty treatments. And I think like definitely like now that people are heading in a direction of like plastic surgery and injections and whatsoever, like
those clinics.
Because listen, there's a big market for it. Exactly. I think like cosmetic surgery, there's a big market and it's quite open right now in Ghana.
I'm glad you mentioned that. Nobody's ever mentioned that, but I do see a lot of new clinics opening up, and I'm like, maybe get some of this and some of this later on. I don't need anything right now, but eventually,
but later on, you never know.
So it gives people the opportunity, right?
Exactly.
All right. So, what is your favorite place to visit in Ghana?
Oh, let's see. Do you know, I absolutely love Sandbox. Sandbox is
I've never been there.
You never? It's gorgeous. It's literally so gorgeous, and it's never busy. Like I love the views, especially when like it's sunset. I love the food, the cocktails, and the service is so good and so fast. Like honestly, Sandbox is like that place where I just go to chill
and just vibe out. I've been close by Polo Beach Club, and I've seen the vibe over there, so I can pretty much get the picture, but so what's the difference between those two?
But I haven't been to Polo I feel like Polo Beach Club for me is like a clubbing
Oh, it's a club, and then Sandbox is like pregame.
Yeah, because you can go to polo in the daytime and stuff like that, but I feel like Sandbox is just more. Yeah, it's just more like a restaurant vibes.
Yes. Okay, got it. So, if you could change something about Ghana, what would it be and why?
Oh, maybe I would love for like the government to help their citizens more.
Yeah.
Because I would love for them to fulfill the promises that they're making, like whoever is in power.
In power, right?
Yeah, because there's so much money that is coming into Ghana, especially when it comes to tourism. So there's a lot of things that they can do.
Exactly.
With it. Yeah.
And benefit from
it.
Yeah.
But I think like the first things first, like this is a capital city, like the roads need to be fixed. Like there needs to like the ambulance service can't be stuck in traffic.
Exactly.
Like, no.
And the police is losing your files.
The police, they shouldn't be like begging for bribes and stuff like that. Like
they should already be well taken care of.
Like if anything happens to you, you have to pay someone off to like be able to get something. No.
Yeah.
I think the government, I would love for them to just help out their citizens.
Yes.
And deliver on their promises.
So when you are able to relocate to Ghana, would you permanently relocate here? And if you did, what would you invest in?
I don't picture myself like ever fully living here. But I picture myself living here for the most part of the year.
Yeah.
And then like if I need anything, like any treatments or anything like that, I'm flying abroad.
Yeah.
I would invest definitely something in the healthcare industry, definitely here. Like
what?
So my sister's a nurse, so definitely something in the cosmetics when it comes to like injectables and treatments. 100%. I think aside from that, I'll definitely have an Airbnb
or some land.
Exactly. Yeah. Definitely land. Definitely.
Yes.
The best investment ever.
So what would you build on the land?
Oh, definitely apartments. Like we have some in Kumasi, so I definitely would love some in Accra. Definitely.
Nice. So if you could offer anybody advice about relocating here, I know you don't live here, but if you were to relocate, what advice, what steps would you take?
Okay, so if I was to relocate here, number one step is to do my research. So like I would find a suitable place to live, because I feel like that's make or break. Somewhere in like a good area, has good access to transport links, and has a generator, etc. Two, I would try to meet people, like as in like not just meet people in the nightlife, but meet people that are going to be your day-to-day friend. Like you're going to call them up, oh, let's get lunch, or let's go to this networking event, or let's do this, or let's help each other out. Because I think having a community here is a massive deal.
Yes.
Massive
survival tip.
Exactly. Yeah. Build up your community.
Yeah. But build up community with people who are like equally aligned with what it is your purposes or the direction you're headed.
Exactly. Yeah. Make sure they're trustworthy. And then my third thing is how to sustain myself with the lifestyle that I want. So it would be like, okay, now that I'm moving here, like how am I gonna get my money?
Exactly.
And what type of lifestyle do I want? Because if you're gonna, be eating out and then every single day you're gonna be taking Ubers and Bolts every single day, you're gonna go to Sky Bar, you're gonna go to, Santoku.
10,000 CDs in 1 week.
Your money will finish. You can't live that December lifestyle every single week of the year.
Exactly. So, there's life and work balance.
Exactly.
Work and play. Relax and play.
Exactly.
Balance if you're not working. You're traveling here. You are Ghanaian, but clearly you have a whole different look from the average Ghanaian, with the glam and everything. So do they call you a brony, and do you get the same stereotypes that we do coming from America?
Yes, 110%. Especially when I go to Kumasi, they're always calling me a brony. But yeah, like the first question, like someone here will ask me, "Oh, are you a Ghanaian?" And I'll be like, "Yeah," and they'll be like, "No, you don't look like a Ghanaian. You don't sound like one." And then they'll be like, "Oh, are you from the US?" They always say US 1st. I'm like, "No, I'm from the UK." They'll be like, "Oh, London," and I'll be like, "I'll have to say yes because I'm not a Londoner, but still."
Exactly.
But then they're like, "Oh, so why didn't you say you're from the UK? You're not a Ghanaian." I'm like, I
I
am a Ghanaian. You know, I can understand the language.
Right.
I can speak it. I eat the food.
Right.
You know, I don't use a spoon with my fufu. I
Exactly.
eat them with my hands. But yeah, I think yeah. I don't know what it is, but like as soon as you walk, they're able to tell. They say it's from your skin or something like that you're not living here.
Exactly.
Yeah,
because obviously your skin gets lighter when you're in Holland or the UK. Period. Yeah. So do you face like being overcharged? I'm sure you do. And what are some tips you can offer people to avoid being overcharged or played?
I feel like now I'm like whatever about being overcharged. I don't even ask them how much it is before because they'll even change the price on you. Like after the service. They'll say one price before the service. After the service,
you get in the Uber and they be like, "Where are you going? Oh, you know what? That's a little far."
Yeah,
and then they're already scheming, right?
Exactly. So I'm just like, I'll pay whatever. But I say to avoid being overcharged, change your WhatsApp number to a Ghanaian number.
Yeah.
That's my number one tip. Secondly, like if you can ask for a price beforehand, or if you can ask your friend that's Ghanaian that lives here to ask for you beforehand. And then if they try to say anything, just like show them the text or be like, "Oh, but you told my friend that it was this price," and then they'll just have to like adhere to that price. But just change your WhatsApp number.
Yeah, exactly.
That's the easiest tip. Yeah. And then ask for prices.
Exactly. So all right. So you are traveling here from the UK.
Yeah.
I'm sure your friends in the UK wants to probably have their own vision of Africa and Ghana. What have you faced as far as stereotypes when it pertains to Ghana?
In terms of like the stereotype of me being from the UK?
No, they like what did they envision when they think of Ghana? And what have they told you or asked you about it?
This is hard because most of my friends are Ghanaian, so they already know.
They already know.
They already know. I guess no. It's so weird because when let's say like I'm in an Uber abroad or something like that, they ask me where are you from? And then they're just like, "Oh, you're Ghanaian. Oh, I heard so many good things about it, blah blah blah." And then I'll tell them more. I'll be like, "Yeah, you need to go visit. The food, the people. Like you can even go by yourself, and it's such a safe place to go to." So I haven't. Nobody has.
I've never heard it. I didn't hear anything about Ghana before I actually visited. Yeah, people just kept mentioning it to me around the time that I visited, and from there I was like, wow, like my eyes opened up when I seen like not just the poverty, but the nature, but like the nicer parts, the luxurious parts, the more modern part. Yeah, so we don't get to see that much in America. So and a lot of white Americans or Europeans, they usually ask me like, is it just wildlife there? Is it just,
That's crazy.
Yeah.
That is crazy.
Yes, I get those questions. So I wondered if you got them as well.
Oh no, you will never get that in the UK. Never ever. That's crazy. If someone said, "Is there wildlife there?" I'm like, what?
Like,
are you racist? No, like, what are you trying to say?
Is it just wildlife in Savannah?
I'm like, no,
it's much more.
Open up a book. Like, what are you talking about? No.
Yeah, I've had to check a few people. Like, no. What? Are you born in the 1940s?
So we're looking at these cartoons. Like, what's happening?
Right.
And then like we don't, because I think in the UK like everyone's basically like first or second gen. So everyone's like in touch with like their African or their Caribbean roots. So we don't really get those type of like stereotypes really, unless like maybe we're around like the white community.
Yeah, it's not as racist in UK, I believe.
Oh, it's racist as well.
It is?
But,
okay. What do you face there as far as like racism or discrimination?
I think the racism in the UK is more covert, so it's more like behind your back.
Yeah.
Unless it's like, let's say like in your company, like it's harder for like black people, especially like black women, to like go really far or like climb up in a company, especially like if we do something a little bit too passionate or anything like that, we'll be seen as aggressive as opposed to passionate. But I think like racism, like outright racism is there, but it's in certain areas in the UK where there's like less of a multicultural sense.
Yeah, exactly. Where it's more segregated.
Exactly.
Right. So yeah. So what is it that Ghana offers you that the UK cannot?
Peace. Peace. Like when I come here, it's literally like I put my brain on ice. I don't need to think about nothing. Like I can just soft life to the best of my ability. You know, I'll call someone to like, oh, do my eyelashes, do my makeup for my home. I don't even have to leave. I get Ubers and Bolts everywhere.
Yes.
I eat out. I don't need to chop an onion. I'm out here just eating out 24/7.
Exactly.
You know, my work-life balance is better. Like after work, I can literally like just pack my bag, go sit in Excel, get some food, get a drink, and just relax.
So do you feel like you live more of a soft life here in Ghana because it's more affordable than the UK?
Yeah, you can't do that though.
Yeah, you'll be spending
every single day in the UK. It's impossible. And then secondly, things are far as well because I don't live in London, so I'm not about to travel into London to
do this and that. Yeah, exactly.
Like it's so weird because I travel a lot, but I'm such a homebody. When I'm in the UK, I just like to be like in my bubble. I don't really want to go anywhere, and it's cold too. Yeah, I'm not trying to leave in the cold.
Exactly.
No.
This warmth just gives you a different vibe. Yeah, I'm sure when you first came out here it was a little rainy, but now the sun is really out now.
The sun is out. It's literally out. Honestly.
So what is your favorite activity to do when you visit Ghana?
Ooh. Let's see. Okay, so aside from eating, I love getting beauty treatments. So I do all my beauty prep in Ghana. I'm telling you, like every week, new hair. Every week this, every week, like I feel like Ghana is my time to like experiment on all the things that I've seen
you want to do. Yeah, like your hair. Can you tell them how much would something like this cost here in the UK? What would be the difference?
So this in the UK will probably cost like £200. Here in Ghana, I think this cost me like £70.
Oh wow.
£200 starting because I even dyed this hair. So a dye would be like an extra like £100 on top, like £300.
My God.
So that's like her coming to my house, dyeing this jet black, like literally fixing, like,
bleaching the knots,
bleaching it, everything, customizing it, and she's like literally one of like the best hair stylists as well. So yeah, I'm telling you, like beauty services here are so much cheaper, especially when you get your your nice massages. Nice, like little spa deals where they do like facials and body massages and everything.
I love it. I just got a massage last week. That's why we didn't get to hang out. I was like, girl, I'm tired.
I need to get mine.
They do it here. Thai massage. Thai massage. We're at Thai House. They do Thai massages here. Ooh. I shoot here a lot, but I've never gotten one of the massages. But this guy said it was really, really good.
Yeah, I've heard about Thai massages. Yeah. Like, well, I need to definitely go to the spa before I leave.
So, what has been your experience with women here? Is it easy for you to like make friends or no?
Definitely not. Like I feel like if I make friends with women here, they're typically from abroad, or like maybe I've met them through a friend that's based there. But like I think because I typically don't go out in the nightlife and I meet people in the nightlife, like. The women that I've met aren't really like warm. They're very cold or like, they act like mean girls for no reason. But I definitely
it's definitely not for no reason. But I mean, why do you think it is though? Is it like a competition vibe or?
Yes, the men get into their heads. They're like, oh yeah, these girls, from abroad, they're coming here to take all the men.
Right.
Yeah. And then they'll be talking so badly about the Ghanaian girls, or saying Ghanaian girls are here,
they want money.
Yeah, they want money. Money. Yeah, like they don't know anything. You can't hold a conversation with them, etc. And you're just like, they're just trying to create a rift between both.
So that they can benefit and have the women competing for the men.
Fighting with them.
Yeah, because I've noticed like a few of my Ghanaian guy friends that I've met over the months, they try to take pictures and post them of you because they know that if they post an American girl that's an attractive or somebody from abroad, that's going to make the Ghanaian girls some of them, try to compete.
It basically ups the market of these guys.
Exactly.
That's why
it ups their value.
With all the power that I have, I'm dodging all
exactly.
your pictures.
Don't take no pictures.
Don't post me on that Snapchat because sorry.
I don't need any secret enemies.
Exactly. You're not about to use me to up your market price.
Exactly.
Because like really and truly, you probably have not even spoken to this person, but they've snapped you because they're in the same vicinity as you. Like
exactly.
No,
and then as soon as you know, it's several girls hitting him up on Snapchat or Instagram, like, who is that? Who is that? Let me come over.
Exactly.
So I can show you I'm better. Like, it's really bad. It's the patriarchal system.
It is.
Yeah.
It is.
So if you could change that, the patriarchal system, would you keep some things and leave out others?
Okay. I'll keep some things. Like, for example, like, I do believe it's important for a man to protect and provide.
Yes.
But I would change
the misogyny that comes with it.
Exactly. I'll change everything else. And also, like, I would love for the women here to also be in the same position as the men, because I feel like they will make wiser dating choices if they will be able to earn more
money, right? And put them on an equal playing field,
exactly,
right? And it would be a lot less male centered,
exactly.
Yeah,
because the guys say they get away with murder.
Yeah, and I think like when they see certain women like yourself or myself walk in as foreigners, they believe we're there for the men, and honestly, we're just here for the experience. And I don't really walk around male centered. So my last thing that I'm thinking of doing is like, grilling a girl while she walks in because she's beautiful.
Exactly.
I'm actually trying to. What did I do? I approached you like, oh, you're beautiful. Let's be friends, because I'm all about like, let's make opportunity. Let's expand as women and come together and make something, create something.
Exactly. That's literally how we are from abroad as girls. Like, you go to the toilets, you're making like 5, 6, 7 friends.
Exactly.
Here, go to the bathroom, you say hello to any of the girls, they'll just look at you like you're dirt.
Sure,
and I'm just like, okay, madam.
Right.
Literally, like, I was in garage, I think, like, on Sunday night, and it was my friend's birthday. So I came, I literally just stayed there for 20 minutes because of this. Like, these girls, they kept walking into me intentionally.
Oh my God.
I was like, do you know what? I didn't need this.
Yeah,
I've got money. Let me just go home.
Exactly. I just had an experience the other day. I get out of the car. There's these girls talking. They just stopped talking as soon as I got out of the car. But I didn't pay any mind. So I ran into them later in KFC. I was going in there. It was just them in there and this white couple. And I walk in and they're just looking for something to talk about. So she's looking down and she laughs at my sneakers. I guess because girls don't really wear sneakers much.
I'll even wear my Crocs. I'm wearing my Crocs.
But she's like, they're trying to laugh to get my attention, but I just ignore people like that. You know?
Have to.
And I walk around with confidence. You're not going to sway my confidence.
Exactly.
But it's just situations like that. I'm like, why? Is it because of men?
Is it because of men? Like, I feel like that's why it's so important. Like, you as women, make sure you got money with you so you can get yourself out of any situation and go home. Because the worst thing is to be uncomfortable somewhere and then you're stuck because you've depended on someone else.
Exactly.
And then the second thing is like, be yourself. Honestly, because people will talk regardless. Like, wherever, I feel like there's such a importance here in Ghana to live such a luxury life.
Yeah.
To the point where people try to attain it by any means necessary. Like, you have people scamming, you have people doing XYZ for the money. Yeah. And honestly, like, it's not that deep. Like, it's okay to be a simple person.
Exactly.
You don't need to live beyond your means. Like, exactly. You don't need to. If you go to the club, they're buying 20 bottles. It's a waste of money. They could have invested that money into something else. Because at the end of the day, the girls that drink it, what are they going to do? Most of them are going to go home.
Exactly. You're not right after them again. You're not going to see them again.
Exactly.
Like, bye.
Exactly. They're like, bye. Thank you for the bottles.
Exactly.
So, there's literally no reason to just live within your means.
Yes,
be
exactly.
Happy.
So speaking about living within your means, if someone was to move here, like, how much money would you suggest them to save up? I know you're in tech, so I know you're making that money, but like an average person, how much would you suggest they come with?
I think It depends on what type of lifestyle you want to lead. Because I know, like, if you're a tourist, you're coming in, they're definitely going to charge you dollars for rent. So I would say, like, for the year, just to set yourself up nicely, just bring like maybe 30K.
I was going to say 10,000, but 10,000 can go so
it can
fast.
Go fast. You can
Ghana.
do 10,000. In fact, you can do 10,000
if you have an average, basic budget. But if you're gonna be partying all the time and also taking Ubers everywhere, I would say 30,000 definitely.
I think like for the first couple of months, you'll probably be living like that December lifestyle, and then you'll realize, wait, hold on, where's all my money going?
Exactly.
It's just flowing out. And like, if you get your rent set up for like the next 2 years, or do you know what? If you have like family member or friends that's based there, you can find somebody that will actually rent your place in cities. You just have to like furnish it yourself, maybe. So at least the rent would be cheap. Then do that.
So how would you suggest someone save money out here? Like, what would be your best advice for them? Like, to make sure that they don't go into the red.
Oh, cook.
Yes.
Cooking is number one. You're gonna spend the most food on food.
The most money.
You're gonna spend the most money on food, and you're going to spend the most money on Ubers and
transportation.
So plan your journeys well. Like if you don't need to, let's say, you want cooked food, you're hungry, breakfast. Bolt food is there. They can literally deliver it to you. It will save you like a journey, like to and from the restaurant.
Exactly.
Getting your hair done like every week is not going to be feasible. Exactly. Do braids or something. Let it stretch. Like you don't need to live in a very luxury apartment. You can still get something nice,
simple, because it's just rent. Nice. It's not like you're owning it.
Exactly. And I would say you just need to make lifestyle adjustments and just try not to. You can go out, but you don't need to go to like all the high-end and well-known places. There's so many nicer places that are very low-key, especially in the East Legon area. So I think
what are the differences you notice in Ghanaian men and just culturally wise in men from the UK?
I think Ghanaian men, they're definitely the type that they want to take care of the woman. And not just the woman, like even like if you're with your friends and every family, like they're very generous in that way. Like that's just normal to them. Whereas like men in the UK, like obviously the men and the women are more equal. So like I think they'll take you out and stuff like that. But like let's say if you pull up your friends, he's not covering your friends.
Exactly, no, it's too expensive.
Like, it's not gonna happen on his salary. And I think the men here are definitely more polite.
Open the doors for you.
They're gentlemen compared to like the guys in the UK. Definitely. And I think like over here they're also more marriage focused.
Do you think that's a good thing or a bad thing?
I think it's bad.
Yeah, it's very bad.
Very bad.
Especially when you don't know really who you are, what you want, and you're just pressured into marriage by society.
Exactly.
It can cause some issues. Like, and people are so afraid of divorce in this culture as well. So you like literally in a situation may not be happy.
Exactly. And I think it's like the divorce rate in Ghana is so high because it's like
really, I didn't know that.
Yeah, so high because for them like marriage is the price. Like once you're married, that's it. But it's like like you said, people are marrying people that they don't even know.
Exactly.
Like literally, you're proposing 2 months, you're getting married, and then you're getting to know the person. You realize you don't even like each other. One,
right?
Or like
or it's just a business.
Yeah, weddings are such a big thing. Like you're going into debt for like massive types of weddings. Then after that, when you get married, you have to deal with that debt within that marriage. It don't go away. And then that like it adds stress. It adds all sorts. And I think,
so do they have to pay like like child support and stuff like that when you divorce here? Do they have that type of system, or alimony, spousal support if they divorce the woman?
I'm not sure about the specifics, but I know that divorce is more favorable for the women. Like they have access to your assets, but I'm not really sure about like the terms and conditions. I don't know how long you have to be
in
married
America
for,
they try to take
like
half immediately.
I think it's the same way in Ghana. But I'm not too sure about divorces and things like
Yeah,
that.
because you even got there. Yeah, we
I
didn't get there
oh
yet.
God forbid, we are definitely not gonna
Exactly.
get there.
Yes.
But like, yeah, for me, I think definitely because I think like especially with a lot of women, they think like, oh, okay, now that I've gotten married, like I'm gonna be taken care of for the rest of my
Exactly.
life and stuff like that. But I'm like, no, like if you can focus on your education, focus on your careers, like don't make your lifestyle depend on a man,
Centered around the man.
because
He
I'm
could
telling you,
abandon you.
or he'll disrespect you, like
And
be
with
talking to other women and stuff like
and it
that.
happens frequently here.
It happens,
and I'm so happy my mother gave me the same advice as you, like several times, like Lori, focus on your school, focus on your career, because these men will always be there. Okay,
always.
If you want a relationship, they will always be there. I'm not looking any older than I did 10 years ago.
That's what I'm saying.
You know,
so like, if you want to do that, if you want to be supported by a man, by all means do that,
but make sure you have your own.
Yes, like if he's giving you money for nails,
because then you have more
options. Put money aside,
right? More freedom, more autonomy. So if he does decide to deal with other women, probably he will probably bring an STD back. God forbid.
He definitely will.
Wait, let me close this up. So we got 20%. We're good though.
Oh, he definitely will, because I'm not too sure about like what the STD and testing culture is in Ghana, but like I'm telling you, these men here, like they cheat like water.
Exactly.
They like having side chicks to them, like it gives them more status.
And trust me, the Black American men are moving here. The ones who are playboys, they're moving here and they're like adopting. I mean, it's men are the same everywhere in the bad ways, like in a bad way, Like so. In positive sometimes, but mostly like the same misogynistic behavior we have in America, it exists here. So they love to come here, misogynistic men who have their way with different women. They love to move here and like take advantage of the women who don't have autonomy, and these women will serve them like a king when they're not behaving like one.
Exactly.
No discipline, no structure, no direction. But because he's American, it's like, I worship you because I don't have anything of my own. And that's very dangerous.
Because him as a man, he should invest in whatever you want to do.
Exactly.
You want to open up a
so
business.
that you have freedom.
Exactly. Because honestly, girls, do not forget, just put your money aside, please, for a rainy day. So you can make sure that yourself, you're taken care of, and your children are taken care of. Because these men can be spiteful in any country. Like, as soon as they're done with you, they'll be like, oh yeah, I'm done with the kids too.
Exactly.
They're moving with their second family. You don't want to be in that position. So definitely, if you want to have a joint account, only ever have it for bills that get taken out each month. And like after the bills get taken out, there's zero in that account. But savings, everything like that, no. Just keep it separate. Right. Don't even let him know what you've got.
Exactly. Because that's your power as a woman.
That is your power, I'm telling you.
Yeah.
Come to yourself.
Sorry. So is there anything that you want to add to the interview? Like anything you want to speak about Ghana and your experience here overall? Like what would you like to offer to my audience?
I think definitely like the whole Death of December culture is fun. It's amazing, but I think definitely experience Ghana in other months, aside from Easter and December, because then you'll get to see the real Ghana. You'll get to experience that real peace, and I'm telling you, like you'll fall in love with Ghana even more.
Yes.
You will.
Yes.
So that's my number one advice.
Good advice. Good advice. So I thank you for coming on my channel. You look absolutely amazing. We're going to hang out before she leaves. Because she's here for 2 more weeks and I'll be interviewing her friend soon. So it was a pleasure having you on my channel. You guys, if you like content like this, make sure you hit that subscribe and notification bell. She mentioned so many things in this interview. The only thing that's stopping her from coming to Ghana is the fact that there's not as many tech opportunities. But pretty soon we hope that changes. This is definitely like a main hub for me as it is for her. And it's just home away. It's the home I never experienced. And for her, it's home away from her home in UK because it's relaxing and peaceful. And that is like the most advantage of being here, the best advantage of being in Ghana. So I hope you guys eventually visit. And until then, I'll see you in the next video.
See you guys.